Hey everybody, Eric Dorward here with the Spartan Rocketry Club, continuing our build of the Estes Vanguard Eagle model. And so in the intervening time, the glue has dried. This is going to take a while, like real life time, in order to do this. So I'm going to do part of this now, and then we're going to skip ahead a little bit. So now that this part's on, the other parts need to go on as well, and so they're going to line up like this. Typically, you would think, well, I thought initially, well, I just need to put some more glue in the seam here and then slap it in place, and that's what's going to happen. Well, no, that's not going to be quite what's going to happen. So notice as I put these together that these fins, they're not together like at all. They need to be. They need to be one like unified piece here. So I am going to try one of these following the instructions as written. The instructions say I need to put some glue in the seam here, or in this crack, so that it welds in to the centering ring there. And then I also need to put glue along this seam here, and then some glue on the fin. And then how that's going to decide it wants to hold itself in place, I don't know. We'll see. My hope is that it will, without a lot of persuasion. But my plan B here is that I'll use plastic cement here and along there, but I might end up using crazy glue on the fin itself. So this will be kind of a learn by doing little experiment here. Alright, so starting off, again, I'm going to put the glue. And by put the glue, I mean it seems to be a little plugged. That's super fun. No, that's okay. This is kind of my go-to approach to unclogging stuck glue bottles. This thing actually did come with little cleaners. So I guess they anticipated this happening a lot. Alright, so glue in these seams. I need to work somewhat quickly here, so I'm going to put glue on this seam as well. And then I'm going to try tracing basically the outline of this fin. Maybe a couple stripes in the middle. We'll see how that works. One benefit to using this plastic cement instead of CA like I would do typically is that you don't have to get it completely right on the first try. It does not instantly weld itself in place. What it does do, however, is kind of ooze out of cracks. It's quite good at that. So I'm going to blot, not smear, as best as I can, these seams here. That looks pretty good. That's great. Maybe not. Alright, let's try that again. Okay. So I was just about to say, well, that's in place. I feel like I got a little bit of this glue on my hand. First of all, you gotta wash your hands after this stuff. This stuff's nasty, not friendly. Lots of warnings on it. So this feels fine. If you get glue on your fingers, it will dissolve this too, so be careful with that. Now I'm going to try to squeeze this fin in place, because it was not, like right now. I'm going to hold this for a little bit. I suspect that I'm going to have to put some weight on it and let it sit someplace. The instructions are very clear that you need to do this part one at a time, not like I'm going to slap all three of them on right now. So I will honor that, because it does seem like a good idea just on general principle. The glue, I mean, it seems to have set pretty well, but I don't fully trust that it isn't going to peel itself apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it just off camera just a little bit. I have it under a lamp. So hopefully the lamp will provide enough force just to keep those two together until the glue cures. Alright, so again, slow process. I'm going to use my time as wisely as I can. In the intervening times of these, I'll just get out of the way. I'm going to do a couple other plastic jobs, and this part, well, I mean, I already got this out, so I might as well glue it together using the plastic cement. But before I do that, it does need some nose weight. So I guess they're little canard fins, little front fins, and they do throw off the center pressure usually. So we're going to add a little bit of nose weight to try to counteract that effect. And this is farther along in the instructions, but again, you know, this is, I'm trying to use my time wisely here instead of just staring at something waiting for it to dry. So here's my hobby knife. I'm cutting the the modeling clay in half here. Half's going to go in each side of the nose cone as far front as I can get it, so I'm just going to kind of squish it in place here. This is, you know, I deal with nose weight with some regularity. This is, I think, the first time I've actually been able to squeeze it into the nose cone instead of having to push it down the nose cone and hope I got it in the right place. So this is different. It's kind of nice. This clay is quite oily too for some reason. I think something like maybe might have denatured in the last 20 years that has been sitting here waiting to be built. So that's interesting. All the more reason why I need to wash my hands before I do whatever else I do today with my life. I'm going to try to get this as forward as possible, but of course I want to make sure that it's not on the plastic itself. That's probably about as good as it's going to get. The other side looks fine. I'm going to test fit it. Looks pretty good. My hands are really oily. Let's try to clean them off a little bit. Alright, good enough. Alright, I thought about using CA glue for this, but I don't really think that's necessary. It's probably not going to fall apart. Anyway, so I'm going to do the usual. I hope if I took the cap off. And again, this stuff clogs like it's going out of style. That would explain why the packaging had like 3 or 4 little wire parts to use to unclog it. Alright, anyway, I'm just going over the seams here. Probably in theory I should put this on both sides. Probably get a better bond, but honestly I'm not too worried about this part. I do want to get the back though as well, since it's there, might as well get it. And then we'll just bring these parts together. This at least I don't have to worry about. Like if this were CA, I'd have to make sure I hit it on the first try and didn't miss, because that would be unfortunate. Again, if there are any spots, it's better to dab, but there's really not much that snuck through here, so that's good. A little bit on the back. Okay. I'm going to hold this for another 10-15 seconds, and then it should probably be pretty good. Now, the other well, it's not even major. The other little bit I'm going to do right now, since I've got the plastic cement out, and is I'm going to deal with these little decorations, which are probably good for now. So there are a ton of little nozzles that need to get glued into place. Part of this is going to be decorative. Part of it, I mean, it's all decorative, but this piece right here is, in fact, it's so decorative it doesn't actually go on the rocket. It's just for like a decorative stand. So we do that. Let's make sure I've got the right ones. So there are, yeah, like I said, there are a ton of them. Look at these tiny little things. These tiny little things. Oh my goodness, that's going to be something. Anyway, there are 4 of them like this that don't have little mounting parts on it. They go on these little dots, like so. So easy enough. Again, oh, I didn't put the cap on. The same deal as before. Literally same deal as before, because it's up. Now there it goes. I was gonna say it's clogged. It's not clogged. Okay, so these just get affixed like so. Should probably be. It's not. It's not enough. It's not enough time. There we go. That's better. It was a little stuck to my finger too. Just make sure that you're putting them on the right way. The long part, the longer bell, that goes away. You're going to glue the short bell to the little plaque. Counting to about 10 or 15 is probably good enough for this. And again, this doesn't, you don't even need to do this, honestly. This is purely for display. So, you know, I mean, it's there, you might as well do it, right? But don't get too bent out of shape about this, would be my recommendation. I'm just going to do these quickly, and then we'll do some more decorative stuff. I think I'm going to try the teeny tiny little ones next. Well, I'm not feeling super great about that, but might as well, right? Okay, one more. Yeah. So if you had any background building plastic model kits, this might be right up your alley. That was never really a thing that I had any interest in, probably because, I don't know, a lot of them seem to be like race cars, and that was never really something that held any interest for me. Also, I am not particularly good at painting stuff, so any kind of kit where you'd have to have a lot of attention to detail in the finishing process, I would find exceedingly frustrating. Alright, so that's done. I mean, it's as good as it's going to get. It doesn't really affect anything, so I'm getting that well out of the way. Just to, I don't know that I'm going to do these on camera, but these bits right here, they're going to go in to these slots like so. So I think in the intervening time between this video and the next one, I'm going to finish attaching these, and then I will attach these. Just a little bit of glue on the leg part here and on the base, and then it goes, and it's going to get stuck like that. I would consider using CA on those, maybe, because there's a chance that they might actually get make some contact with the ground at some point. Alright, this part, alright, fingers crossed, because I don't know how this is going to go. These teeny tiny little things, I thought they were like little bits of broken something. No, they go in here like that. Yeah. So, okay, I mean, I'm going to do my best with this. I'm not going to glue these directly. I'm going to put the glue here instead, because I don't really want it on my hands, and I can't see a way of getting it in place. I'm probably going to get this stuff on my hands one way or the other, but nope. Nope. Close. My goodness. Maybe this would be a great time to break out your pair of tweezers. Oh, I think I got it. Oh my goodness, this is insane. This is crazy. Okay. Alright, I got it. It's in. Oh my. Yeah, there's a lot of excess glue here, so I'm going to try to mop that up without doing anything particularly bad here. Alright. Yeah, that's in, more or less. Yipes. yeah. So my recommendation is do one of these at a time and let it sit, because I don't know. I really, I don't know how I'm gonna. Yeah, it's a little bit off. There we go. I really don't want to bump this at all, and I have a strong feeling that I will probably bump it if I try to do more than one of these at a time. So this seems like a decent place to stop for the time being. I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit. And then between now and the next video, I'm going to attach these other ones. We'll see if I needed to switch over to CA or not in order to do the fin part. And yeah, I'm going to do these slowly but surely. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.